Hello, my absolutely beautiful Gemini astrology soulmates, and welcome to your horoscope for August of 2021, or Gemini this month. Communication, which is a thing that you're into, is really on fire. I want to use the word sweet. Like you've got some sweet available energy to communicate this month. It's Leo time at the moment. We'll roll into Virgo time, but a lot of the beginning part of the month, Gemini, is like, say the thing. Express yourself, express the thing, put it in writing, use your words, move and speak with your body, Gemini, whatever this needs to look like for you. And so much of what we have experienced between 2020 and 2021 leading up to August, Gemini, I feel like has been you really getting your own taste of Gemini in your own mouth. And now we get to experience that. I also think that because we've got such beautiful energy of Mercury moving home into Virgo, where it is in rulership, Venus will move into Libra, where it is in rulership. There is just a simpatico about this month that is really, really lovely because it's also Leo energy in this first part of the month. And then when we see the Libra energies get lit up, and that's so much about the fifth house. Again, it's this theme this month of expression, and communication. So let's get in here, Gemini, and talk about what's going on. But I also want to remind you to make sure you're watching your weekly videos on this channel so that you can see the dates where you maybe need to pivot and be a little bit more flexible and adjustable on those days, maybe keep the schedule a little bit light. So I'll make sure that there's a card or something floating around here so you can click to the weekly playlist. You can also check it out at the end of this video. So let's get in here and see what is going down. So right at the beginning of the month, Gemini, we're going to start with a new moon happening at 16 degrees of Leo. Now, this is going to light up your third house space. You're a natural third housey kind of energy, communication, decision-making, siblings, education, writing, speaking. I love to put websites and books into this third house as well. So if you're writing a book or you need to make adjustments or launch that website, lovely, lovely energy here at this new moon. Now, remember, when the sun and the moon come together to create the new moon aspect that we see down here, the sky is dark. So we're planting our seeds of intention to begin something, to take something forward, have fresh perspective, like get this thing rooted in there in the soil of magic. Because it's dark, we can't see it. All you can do is intend it and plant it. And then you got to let that thing grow, right? We'll check in it on a little bit to make sure you're nurturing it along, but you really have to let the magic happen. So in your third house area, what are you wanting to start? Is it a new education class? Are you in schooling right now? And this is just giving you life, giving you some beaming, because at the end of the month, we're actually going to have a full moon that happens up in that ninth house. So is something that you're studying getting ready to come to completion? Are you testing right now? Are you creating content? Are you writing that book? Do you have a lease or a contract or an agreement that's maybe coming to an end, and you need to speak on it? You need to express. This is Leo energy. We want to express. You're a communicative sign. Is this dancing? Are you truly dancing a performance out or something like that in a communicative space? Now, on the issue of third house, ninth house, where we will see these moons, I also just want to bring to your attention that if there is something that has to do with legal contracting, whether that be signing a lease or you've got something bigger than that, you know, if it's international law level, you could definitely see things happening at this particular time that over this next 4 weeks, you get some culmination of that particular energy, or you get movement forward of that energy, okay? Now, keep in mind that this particular new moon is going to square Uranian energy. So something that you are trying to do will be, there's a shock. There's a surprise, a surprising turn of events. Something comes out of the blue, something that has value. Now, keep in mind as well, Uranus is slowed down because it's preparing for its retrograde. So I almost think truly, whatever the surprising piece of information that comes up is, it's really about shaking you out of a behavior pattern that you've already seen, and it brings a surprising turn to that. So and it doesn't make it bad. Let me be clear. Surprise does not mean bad. It means unexpected. It means a change of circumstance that you didn't necessarily plan for, but it doesn't make it bad. Adjust and shift, okay? Now, I do want to say too that under this Uranian energy, you know, Uranus and Saturn have been dancing in and out of their own square that's been going on. So this is truly about breaking up some energy that you've not been expressing it, I think, the way that you need to. And now is your opportunity to really do that. So take advantage of that. Mercury's also still traveling through the energy of Leo. So use that very big voice and that very big communication system of yours. Okay. As we get to the 11th, though, Mercury moves on and will move into the energy of Virgo, where it's got home court advantage, lighting up your 4th house space. So Gemini, as we get to this point in the month, Venus and Mars have been vibrating in this 4th house energy. Mercury is a natural 4th house and 1st house energy for you. So there's a lot that is happening around the theme of family or the home or things that are domestic. And they do need your attention this month. So one of the things that it keeps coming to my mind is, well, we've got all of this expression, all of this joy, this play that's abundant and available for you as we're traveling through this Leo energy. Virgo needs you to pare down a little bit. Get discerning. Prioritize some things. Prioritize home this month, Gemini, so that you can make sure that the details and the health, which is very, very Virgo energy, the health of your home, your family, your real estate, property decisions, women in your life, feminine energy in your life, your roots, they need to be healthy and they need to be prioritized, so that as we move above this horizon line and start to have the season where, you know, you're getting busy in this career life, your roots are solid and they are taken care of. Virgo is discerning. Allow it to help you to prioritize your home, prioritize joy in your home, your physical home even. Allow Virgo to help you to prioritize your peace this month. Gemini, what brings that to your table? Now, Virgo likes to work, okay? So if this is even working from home, that you need to get that together, or something is changing in this arena, because Mercury does quicken things. It makes it very, very busy. So you could have a lot of things coming in. If you do have children, goodness knows the papers, the emails are going to be coming in to your home, and you've got decisions to make. Before long, we're going to have Libra energy lit up, which will be 5th house as well. So look for a busyness in your life as we get to the 11th of the month, okay? When we get to the 16th, we see Venus move on and get into the energy of Libra. Now, as Venus, first of all, comes into Libra, which she rules, it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. So Venus is like, let me just stretch all of this out and touch all of this. It's very comfortable energy, okay? But in the 5th house for you, it is delivering some passion. It is delivering some harmony, some beauty in this area. And truly, one of the first things I think of is, you know, we get Venus into the house of children. They need back to school clothes. You know, maybe these people have eaten your groceries and have grown, and now they need to beautify a little bit as they go back to school. But just as equally, this is joy. It's beautiful, sweet words and joy available to you in your house of conception. And this is conception of a business, conception of an idea, conception of self-expression. This could be having and making and practicing making babies. Absolutely, 1000%. And if your baby that you want to have is your business, it's the same thing. There's going to be some beautiful work that goes into it to create something on the other side. But for some of you, this may just be about, I'm ready to have children. I want to take that risk and that adventure. If you're single, Venus coming into Libra is collaborative and welcomes in some romance. So absolutely enjoy what Venus is going to bring in. And if you haven't had the experience to slow down in a month and experience where Venus is vibrating for you, experience that, because it is sweet. It is delicious, where she's trying to attract and pull energy in. Okay, for some people too, absolutely, maybe a project or a business or something that you have already started, Venus is actually attracting a financial or a relationship component to you that ends up being quite valuable and collaboratively successful for you down the road. So I love that. Please let me know in the comment section what that is looking like for you. Okay, we get to the 19th of the month, and Uranus is going to take its retrograde now at 14 degrees of Taurus. So I want you to look at what you have at 14 degrees of Taurus, or 14 degrees of the fixed signs. So that is going to be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. What do you have at 14 degrees that this retrograde is shaking and rolling a little bit? Now, as Uranus takes this retrograde, we have already seen, as Uranus came into Taurus, there have been some actions, attitudes, and behaviors that have made it so that our Taurus energy, our value, our money, our self-esteem, our self-confidence, our self-worth, something was held up and not free. And as Uranus has run through this energy of Taurus quite slowly, it's been shaking the ground that Taurus walks on, making Taurus remember that there are gems and jewels that live below the surface of the earth, and we have to get that up. It has risen those dead bodies out of the earth, what is destructive and decaying and not working for you anymore, especially here in your 12th house, Gemini. So what has been shaken to the surface that you've now seen that those things are not helpful to you. They are not helping you stay free. And now as Uranus is retrograding, you get to go back over that. Give that another pass. You've seen it, it's up. What will you adjust? What genius will you bring into this area of your life so that you can have valuable, luscious freedom, right? Now, the other things I think about is with Uranus here, just in the 12th house in general for you, is that this is an energy for you that definitely from a hidden place. Like, what have you been working on behind the scenes that maybe you're going to be launching out a bit later? Something that can even sustain you for, you know, the next 6-7 years to come, that you'll bring out down the road, but it's coming from this kind of quiet place. You've been working on it. You've been having a spiritual rearrangement. You've been collaborating in secret about it. For some people in the 12th house, absolutely. This is shaking that affair loose. Absolutely. This may be something that is on your table to deal with this month. Uranus is still been dancing in and out of this exact square with Saturn. So there are some serious things coming from the 12th house. And if they are not contributing to luscious freedom and self-worth, it is really time during this retrograde to take a look at that. Okay. All right. Moving on. We are going to see on the 22nd a full moon happening at 29 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this is delicious because in July, we had a full moon at 1 degree of Aquarius. Then we got to have this new moon happening here in Leo. So it said, hey, here's what some things you need to do to be able to make this Aquarian energy work out for you. And now we've got this full moon at 29 degrees of Aquarius. So what was happening for you here in July? What came up? What came to your attention at 1 degree of Aquarius? What was brought into your consciousness? What did you acknowledge or adjust? And now you're going to get a chance to, I think, really see the culmination of that as we see this full moon at 29 degrees of Aquarius. So of course, if you've got planets, points, angles, asteroids, whatever, at 29 degrees of Aquarius or 29 degrees of the fixed energies, you're going to want to take a look at that. I think you should keep some eyes on what's been happening in that area for you. But also because this is in the 9th house area for you, Gemini, of publishing, marketing, broadcasting, higher education, law, international business, international travel. For some of you, I think it takes the brakes off and you're actually able to go back to school. You're actually able to do that travel. You're actually able to take that class or that course. Maybe this is someone's senior year and you're helping welcome them towards graduation of some variety. You know, whatever it is in this 9th house space, I think that this full moon sheds a lot of light for you, Gemini, and offers you this opportunity to see where your expansion is available, and it is dependent on getting some of these behaviors, some of these Uranus retrograde things sorted so that you can come out of hiding and share your best self with us. I'm very excited to see what you come up with, okay? Now, as we get to the 22nd, still some more. We're also going to see the sun move into the energy of Virgo, bringing light, heat, life, and vitality to your 4th house zone. So again, come home, Gemini, come home. Where do we need to focus on the family? Where do you need to focus on making sure that your physical body as you stand and you move throughout August is rooted into this earth so that you can be that air that you need to be. You know, you can bend, you can move without breaking. Root down as the sun is here. But also some of you could just be moving. The sun is here, you're motivated, you got that moving truck and you are ready to go. Domestic things will absolutely be on your table, but remember, Virgo is about the health, about the healing, and it is also about being discerning enough to prioritize what is important in this particular area of your life. 4th house, home, family, real estate, property, women or feminine energies in your life, including your own psychological foundation. Where are you cleaning up a little bit here, okay? As we are getting ready to close out this month, we're going to see Mercury move into the energy of Libra, okay? And so this, of course, lights up the fifth house space for you. As Mercury comes here into this energy of Libra, there's this sense of, first of all, again, Mercury busies things. It busies all sorts of things. It's an air energy similar to you, sister energy. So it's like it busies the mind as well. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of communication that could be going on. Again, children going back to school. Maybe you're going back to school. The internet gets busy when everybody goes back to school. You know, the algorithm catches you looking at pencils and you're going to see pencils for the next 500 months, right? So whatever it is, Mercury does busy this area. But Mercury is also really business savvy. So you've got projects going on. You've got to get things on your calendar. You've got to make these doctor's appointments because you're ready to have babies, or you want to have the conversation about having babies. Maybe you didn't plan to have a baby and your body is having a conversation about having a baby. Whatever it is, the communication factor in your life is going to draw in things that need decisions to be made about them. But Mercury is savvy and relatively comfortable in Libra because it's in a state that's called peregrine. So it's not compromised. So enjoy this area. Speak, sing that song. Be successful in sharing your voice in the way that you need to. Collaborate with others and allow collaborative success, maybe even in your home, to bring about a light and a joy that you haven't experienced in this area for a while. I think it's a phenomenal time too if you needed to connect with like your business assistant or your child care person and have a conversation about something that's going on. Mercury will support all of that energy and all of that work this month. All right, Gemini, I think it's got the potential to be a really delicious month. I can't wait to see what you do with it. As with all things, please make sure that you grab your own chart, whether it be from astro.com, from me, from your favorite astrologer, whoever you're working with. Get a chart so you can also see where these energies are playing out very specifically for you in your chart. Okay? All right, beautiful friends. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I sure love you a whole ton. And I look forward to seeing you next month. And I also look forward to you enjoying your vacation from the YouTube Academy. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye, everyone.